Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSG81 and today I'm going to do a head swapping for these two Mafex Superman from the Justice League. And as we know from the previous comparison video, this Superman does comes with two interchangeable heads, while this new Superman does comes with three interchangeable heads. So let's begin by doing the head swapping for the Zack Snyder Superman heads onto this older body and see if it fits. Okay, so let's get started with this head. Yeah, I like to see how it looks like. And just so you know, I'm using the original neck from this body, and this one is still the original neck for the body. Okay, so I'm not swapping the neck. And let's see. Wow, okay, the neck color just seems good, but somehow it's not going in. What happened here? There's no clicking sound, but it does go in. Yeah, somehow I think this pack is smaller than the hole. Yeah, and yes, does go in, but it's not staying. You can just use some blue tack to make it stay. But in terms of the skin tone, I think it actually looks okay, but you can still see the differences, but it still looks pretty good. Wow, I think they really you can really use this head on this original body. It looks beautiful. This is nice. And let's try for the piece look of Henry Cavill. Wow, this really improved the look of this figure very much. This is really nice. And of course, this one goes really well as well. And lastly, we have this masterpiece head. This one looks really good on this body. Wow. And next, of course, I will try the older heads with this new body, although I don't see any reason you want to do so because this head doesn't look as good as the new one. So yes, I am correct because this pack is slightly smaller. That's why the hole is smaller on the original heads with the body. So this pack is slightly bigger. That's why it couldn't go in as well. And I believe the same goes for the rest of the heads. Yep, it doesn't fit in at all. And I know what you guys will be asking next is to use the neck from this body, which is this one here, onto here. Okay, so one warning though, do not actually try to take out the neck, especially for this one. It's very tight, and I actually use a lot of efforts to take it out, and also I might risk of pulling out the rest of the cape when I pull it out. If you really want to try it, I will say try it at your own risk. Okay, so let's try and see if this neck will fit. Yeah, it's really loose as you can see, but it still go in though. It still go in. Okay, of course this will fit better, so it does looks better because the skin tone actually matches better. Because this actually comes together. But this neck isn't that much of a difference, so I don't recommend you to actually do this neck swapping just because of the slight difference. Yeah, you can just use the head on this original neck. It will look just fine. And lastly, as a bonus, you guys know I always like to do more. I will actually try the two Manipple heads onto this new body. Don't they just look beautiful here? Okay, so let's try with the normal look of Manipple. Doesn't look as good as I want it to. And as for this one, somehow it doesn't look that good though. Doesn't look that good. Let's compare with the original Mafex head. Yeah, somehow it just looks pretty odd. And okay, I have tried to actually replace this original Mafex neck with the Manipple necks, but somehow it just couldn't go in. I'm not sure whether it's just me, or maybe I need to use the hair dryer or the warm water methods to make it go in, but I just don't want to risk it because when I try to push it in just now, I can feel a little bit of cracking on the original neck joint. I just don't want to break this guy. He's just too beautiful. So I'll let you guys see how it looks like if you have the original Manipple necks on. Of course, it will look better because the skin tone and the head actually matches well, but I don't think it's worth the risk of breaking it. If you really want it to look like this, you can just use on the original neck. but nevertheless, I do think that is the original head from Mafex actually looks pretty good enough. So there you have it, guys, the head swapping for these two Superman, and the best news is these beautiful Superman heads can actually fit on this body, which looks even better. I think it improved this body overall look, and this old head couldn't fit into this one, which doesn't matter to me because I don't need this head. This guy have the better head, and if you actually use the new heads on this body, I think it's a win-win situation for both of the figure. So I do hope that you find this head swapping video informative and useful for you for your own experimenting, and I'll catch you guys again in my next video.